toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Houston Cougars, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hayden. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Caught behind the line. It's Evans. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Golden Bears! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Back to pass, it's Nicholson. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Terry. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were...
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Taking it the other way. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Cal. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Nicholson. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's loose. Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Houston. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll get rid of it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Finds the tight end. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move. love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job on the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react in plays. So this can certainly open things up with.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on film.
Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got it in the middle. It's Hoffman. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Gonna run it. It's Terry. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Nicholson. Quickly out to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shows him the stiff arm. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They've got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Connection to the right. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Snap from the gun on third down. Throws for the tight end. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. The 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Handoff to the lone back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Nicholson. Scrambling away. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And the Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The Golden Bears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. On the move is the 30. Spins away. There he goes. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
He got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking for a gap. It's Terry. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the tailback. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Now on first and 10 from the 29. Dropping back, it's Nicholson. Finds his man, it's Williams. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ship. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars line it up with a first and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Cougar! 6 more points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over BYU. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Quick step and go. Turning it on. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they got enough for the 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards, because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss. Back to pass.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home. And
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man. It's Nicholson. Finds his man. It's Ship. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the marker. It's Terry. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Odom. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. Breaks into the open. Spins away. Touchdown, Cougars. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Starts from their own 25-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Nicholson. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ship. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Under fire. Grabs it inside the 10. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Nicholson. Here's the pressure. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Kick is in the air. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more fit.
Breaks away on the left. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The throw to the outside is complete. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Flips it out on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Swings it out to the flat. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been...
Touchdown, Houston. Stealing a score on special teams. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got to just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
The short hands, it's Hayden. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
And some room to work. Picks up the first down, still moving. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Great tough running by the running back, low to the ground, continues to drive his legs and push the pile to get that first down.
The Golden Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Touchdown, Cal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see it, read it, and just flat go.
There he goes! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The hand to the running back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Nicholson. Catch in the middle. It's Odom. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback is having a Heisman moment in this game. These are the types of games that Heisman voters are going to pay attention to. He's now got over 450 passing yards.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Get it out on the screen. Fights off the defender. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Here's a heat. Touchdown, Houston. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They go 83 yards on the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls it, fired, complete. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick him up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Flips it out in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Here we go. Now on the move. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They're facing a 3rd down. To the air, it's Nicholson. Fires to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. To the air on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Caught in the backfield. It's Epps. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done though.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Takes a shot. Got him, and nobody's close. Flying down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Ole Miss and LSU, fellas, they've given us some classics, and we've got another good one brewing today. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Nicholson. Throws to the tight end. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Turning it up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Houston offense comes onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
To the air, it's Nicholson. Under fire. Pulls it in, it's Williams. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Odom. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They just need a few more inches here on fourth down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Finds his target down the middle. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Nicholson. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now, if they can get a stop on this 3rd and 10, expect an immediate timeout. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback quarterback's just going to take a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.